Hi friends, your pal Scott Garibay, and today we are going to talk about Stranger Things, Season 4, Episode 7, the uh, the Massacre at Hawkins' lab. Okay, so we pick up in Hawkins, all right? And at this point, Nancy and Steve and Robin and Eddie Munson are trapped in the underground, okay? And they went there to get Steve Harrington. He's badly injured, and now they need to get outside of the Upside Down, okay? So they connect with Dustin, and Dustin helps them, and they're talking to Dustin over the radio, and Dustin helps them to navigate their way out. And I'm pretty sure it's here, but there is a scene with a light bright where communicating into the Upside Down is difficult. Joyce Byers did it with Will Byers with Christmas lights, and then there's later this scene where they do it with a light bright, which is a very iconically 80s. It was pretty cool. I think it was here. So Dustin and Dustin is also dealing with Eric. Dustin is with Erica, and Erica's helping on the other side. But it cannot be understated enough. It cannot be overstated enough how important Dustin is to the Hawkins group. He's clearly the smartest of them. He is also clearly I think it's also very clear that he is he's like the logistics, right? Like, if you know anything about a military, logistics are absolutely crucial, right? Like, oh, what's important? The soldiers getting out there. If you don't have the gear, if you don't have bullets for them, if you can't feed them, if you can't do logistics, you lose, right? And Dustin is a logistics guy. He's a support guy. And it is extremely important to understand that the successes of the Hawkins crew is because of Dustin. Even to the point where what I thought was really fascinating was also this issue of not only is he important from the perspective of getting their equipment, maintaining their equipment, teaching them all how to use this equipment, things as simple as their bikes and these radios and communication, but also holding the crew together. Like, literally when Lucas and Mike were fighting in an earlier I think it was season 2, he restored, like, might have been all the way back at season 1. He restores the friendship. It's really important. All right, so Dustin navigates them through the Upside Down. The other thing that's very interesting is this continues to be a theme, right? Like, the Upside Down is extremely dangerous. It is a mirror of Hawkins in many ways, but it is different, and it is very easy to get taken over by the creatures in Hawkins, in the Upside Down Hawkins, right? There's demo bats, there's demo dogs, there's demo gorgons, and literally the environment itself, like, there's entangling vines. It is extremely easy to die there, right? So knowing how to get around quickly, not getting lost, not getting, falling into an area. And this is why Barb died. She had nobody to help her. She was down there, and she just got, she was cooked, right? It was done, right? So Dustin navigates them through. He gets them to Eddie Munson's trailer, right? And they set up these bed sheets to go from Upside Down into the top. And this is another thing, like, just navigating this zero gravity switch, like, you could break your neck if you don't know what you're doing. You could definitely get, injured. This isn't even a normal fall, right? Like, this is really dangerous, right? And they actually did a great job in the show, like, showing each one of them navigating between the Upside Down and the IRL world, and how gravity flips in the center, right? It seems like a simple scene, but nothing the Duffer Brothers are doing is simple. These guys are next level storytellers, and really have defined a new era in American entertainment, right? Like Stranger Things is no small thing. It is literally like you're looking at the new Tolkien, right? Like this is it. Stranger Things matters, right? So so they get through to the IRL, but right as they're about to all, Nancy goes last, and Nancy is taken over as she's leaving by Vecna. He goes into her mind and he gives her a vision. Okay, now this vision is really a message. She's going to carry this message from the Upside Down back to the IRL. And what this vision is that Vecna has a plan. So first of all, Vecna is Henry Creel. Okay, Henry Creel is a Hawkins orderly, right, who was a psychic soldier who 11 destroyed and sent into the Upside Down. 11 created Vecna. That's important to understand. 11 created Vecna, okay? By abandoning a human being, a real human being, granted a murderer, into the Upside Down, okay? So and let me repeat that again. 11 created Vecna. That's important to remember, right? So there's real stakes on the ground that, for this whole story. It's really incredible. They do such a great job with this. All right, so all that's going on, right? And then and then we get to the point where, okay, so Nancy is given this vision. And what is the vision? And there's a lot that happens in Stranger Things, and it was really helpful for me to revisit all this because I definitely have a better understanding of the show now. Vecna's plan is to pour the Upside Down into the real world, right? By making enough gates and making it so those gates cannot be closed, he can make it so that the Upside Down will pour into the IRL and will corrupt the real world. And the there will be no Upside Down. The IRL world will simply be an extension of the Upside Down. So that is Vecna's plan, and that is given to Nancy to take back to the IRL, and everyone there. All right, we'll cut it off there. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.